guitars.
Yeah.
Well, this is a whole. There was a microphone over there we could use, but
We already used that one.
now we'll use these ones.
These are fresh, and we each get our own one.
As you can tell, we're not great at choreography.
Kenneth's being facetious. For you listeners at home, we had a pretty elaborate dance routine for that last song.
I like the twirl at the end. I thought that was particularly on such a wistful song. In fact, is everything okay? I'm a little worried about you guys. The songs are really already sort of looking back on happier times, and you guys are, I think of you as still relatively young.
Well, that last song was about cancer.
Yeah.
But the good thing is it's an old song.
Yeah. And the previous song was about back in when you were younger.
Well, that song is just kind of like folk music Mad Libs.
Could be any from any song. This is like,
Well, it's just not really about anything.
make your own ending.
Well, maybe not to you.
Yeah.
Well, definitely not to me. You wrote it. I'm just saying for you, it clearly doesn't mean anything either. But the people seem to like it.
Yeah. It's
Brings in the folk music bucks.
yeah. Both of them.
Yeah.
That's funny, Nick, but I don't know. Maybe, do you realize how much money there is nowadays in folk music? It's crazy.
I think maybe I missed out. I don't know.
Yeah,
Did I
well,
make my move too soon?
I think you did. You got into radio at the wrong time because
Yeah.
I tell you what, folk duo is the place to be.
Yeah.
We got so much money, we decided to hire a band.
Just to lose money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did spend it all.
I should say before we go too far down this this slippery slope, that there is a lot actually to be to support your hypothesis that the folk music duo is rocking. Because I should say, congratulations. Lots of great things have happened for you guys. You play all the good festivals. You played Newport Folk this year. You played Newport Folk Festival, Hardly Strictly, New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. Tons of all the great ones.
Yeah, we hate playing festivals.
Well, you do it well, and you mask
No, I
it.
mean, I don't mean to sound like a jerk or nothing. I know that this interview
don't?
started off on like a pretty negative tip. But
The set actually started off that way, I thought.
I love playing festivals. I'm a very happy and positive person.
But what I was trying to say was congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It's true.
So that was kind of positive, actually.
Yeah. We've been rewarded handsomely for our efforts.
Yeah.
We've just received, between the two of us, we now have 6 Grammy nominations. We just got another one in this. We didn't even have an album up for it this cycle, and we still got nominated because Kenneth produced an album for Joy Williams, a wonderful album called Front Porch. And so between us, we have 6 nominations, and we're not counting how many each of us has individually. We just put them all together into one group.
Yeah. Sort of like Lennon and McCartney of Grammy nominations.
That's right.
Share it all.
We cut those trophies right down the middle.
Yeah.
We're
Have you
like
gotten
King
the trophies?
Solomon
Yeah.
of the Grammys.
Well, let me also go on to say that you've had some success with television, and you were involved with the Coen Brothers and T-Bone Burnett in that big show about the music of Inside Llewyn Davis, and you were in the HBO show Vinyl. That must have been a great experience.
That was fun because I got to get my hair straightened.
And wear a mustache.
And wear a mustache. We played England Dan and John Ford Coley of yacht rock fame on the HBO show Vinyl.
they aired our episode, and then the next day they canceled the series.
But still, it was fun, probably.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah.
We had fun.
And, just looking, one of the things that's so great is your website has got a lot of great information. It includes, of course, all the music that's downloadable and all the access to the archival list of all the shows you've played, including radio shows and lots of radio shows like, Live from Here and Prairie Home Companion and Mountain Stage and
eTown.
No, eTown's not on there actually.
I see
that's
where
what you're
this
talking
is
about?
going.
Yeah. Somehow everything you've ever done is listed on your website in great detail except eTown.
I have one thing to say about that, Nick. That you have to keep in mind.
I think it was because we maybe didn't get the right kind of sparkling water for your dressing room. Was that it?
That is true, but that's not why we didn't list the show.
Too
on the
many
website.
people at the after party?
It was crowded, but again, not why we scrubbed the show from the website. So I just want.
We try hard to make people feel at home here. I know. That's
It
why
was-
it's a town, for God's sakes.
Well, it was a memorable experience,
Yeah.
and I just want you to know that as far as the show not being on the website, Kenneth runs the website.
The length of that answer, you thought that it was going to be a more like girthful answer.
Girthful, definitely not a word.
Girthful?
Yeah.
That's
Full of girth?
Scrabble gods
That's
would,
not
would
the
quibble with-
adjective
Yeah.
form of girth.
Wide.
I
I
would say
think
I
wide
read-
is the word. Yeah.
Why? What?
Wide.
Why? Why is a word?
Wide.
Wide.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wide.
girthful is...
He's a thesaurus over
yeah.
here.
You want to get in on it? Where's your guitar? You're supposed to have a guitar, Joey. You're a musician.
Well, that's the first time you've ever admitted that.
You look like a cheap politician.
Again, Kenneth, just no
Hey,
awareness
listen.
that we're on the radio and nobody can see what I look like.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Back to the serious question.
Spoiler
The
alert, he
the
looks like a
opportunity-
cheap politician.
wait till you watch the videos that they will not promote. And then you can find out what they actually look like.
See, there it is again.
It's okay. What I really want to get to is that there's a lot of things that you guys could and should be proud of, and that in some small way, because we were there for you early on, I feel proud also of the things you've accomplished.
And we're proud of you. We're proud of. We are. This has always been one of our favorite radio shows. And you were one of our earliest supporters in all of media.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you
let's-
remember
At
that,
the
Joey?
time, this was the biggest show we'd ever been on. We've, of course, surpassed it many times
Yeah.
over now, but
I've heard of CBS Good Morning and things like that. I know.
And looking back, I do remember it well. We flew in the wintertime, and you guys put us up at this beautiful bed and breakfast right across the street. And I look back fondly on that.
Oh, good.
And now
Oh, good. That's all I
we
was
showed
worried
up
about.
today, and we are sharing a room at the Boulderado in the historic wing.
the Boulderado is a very nice hotel,
Yeah.
Kenneth.
I don't know. I think it's Nick's passive
Should've
aggression
gone.
getting the best of him again, yet again.
It happens. It can happen.
Quick, serious question about eTown. You do edit this, right?
It can happen, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me move on to a sunnier subject, and that is Kenneth. I was pleased to see that you've got a special a model of a Martin guitar, the Pattengale Special, which is kind of cool. And most, many people don't get their own Martin guitar. That's a great
Pro
accomplishment.
model. Can you imagine that?
It's a pro model.
Do you have a pro model, Nick?
I don't think
Jesus,
so.
Kenneth.
Yeah.
What?
He's
No,
giving
I-
you a chance to plug your guitar, and instead you're ribbing him again.
Well, I thought that's what we started. I thought that was the whole.
Joey, let me ask you. I was just going to mention that this 2020 calendar really looks like you're going to get a chance to spend a little more time with your family this year. You're taking a little bit easier this year because you worked hard last year. So this must be good for you. Take a little time off. Spend a little more time at home, right?
He's trying to think of a serious answer right now.
No,
but he can't.
I want to give a serious answer without appearing to correct you, because that would be not in the spirit of positivity, which we're trying to gear toward.
Trying to shift in that
No,
direction.
there's. If only you knew the number of shows that are about to be announced on our
Oh, really?
2020
Okay.
calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would paint
No,
a
it's
very
true.
different picture.
It is true, actually. for the past couple of years, we've had a lighter schedule than ever before, and 2020 is shaping up to be one of the busiest we've had in a while.
Well,
I know everybody thinks I'm joking now. Yeah, there's 2 trips to the UK scheduled, a trip to Australia. Some dates just came through in our emails for Japan. There's going to be a US tour, and that's all before July.
And
So I'm actually not going to see my kids very much. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah. But it does kind of bring us full circle, which is the comment you made earlier on, which is how much I had underestimated the successful the money that's in folk duos right now. So that's we just come full circle, and I think it was a nice chat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You've also underestimated the reliability of our website in determining what's important to us in terms of our calendar. And that, again, I just have to blame Kenneth.
Yeah. Well, I do think that the fact that Kenneth
This is going
does
great.
the fact that Kenneth does anything on behalf of your publicity that clearly you don't do should be something that you could appreciate.
I do appreciate.
Yeah.
I appreciate so many
Yeah.
things about Kenneth.
He does.
Well, I have to. Joey doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's
Do you know that the decade that will have just ended by the time this show airs, Kenneth and I met each other about a week before this decade started. I've been emotional as this decade closes because this entire decade for me has been defined by the fact that we retired our solo careers and in a lot of ways our past lives and dedicated ourselves to this duo, which, as you mentioned, has taken us all over the world and allowed us to do so many things that we never really expected or thought we could do. And now it's over because we told ourselves when the decade was over that was it. So this is our last show, actually.
I think not. And I will ask you just one last thing, which is I know you guys have always been ambitious and you've always been thoughtful about what's next and what you could achieve. Is there a thing? Is there a thing you could envision? Is there your own TV show or some other thing that you're cooking up that hopefully, if things work well, you'd be able to launch in sometime in the future?
Yes. So, in addition to just writing songs, recording albums, and going on tour, which we're just going to always be doing because of the money. There's a lot of things that we have in mind. We have this variety show that we do regularly. It's not on the radio or anything fancy like that, but we call it the Sad Songs Comedy Hour, and we do that every couple months in LA. It's us and 2 comedians and another band, and that's really fun. And Kenneth produces a bunch of records, and then there's some other secret things, which the next time we come on eTown, there'll be more to say about, maybe.
Is there going to be merch?
We're not big in merch.
Yeah.
You guys should do a podcast together.
Podcast is one of the things Kenneth and I are planning.
No, we're not.
Yeah. The title of it is This Is Why Everybody's Wrong. And it's mostly just Kenneth talking.
Sounds good. Sounds like a lot of podcasts, actually. But good luck with that, and we wish you lots of luck in all your future endeavors, including this next song that we're about to hear.
Oh yeah.
And before we get that, I wanna just say once again, I'm proud of you guys, and you've done a lot of great stuff, and I'm glad you're back. And there's lots to be very. We really are appreciative of your sound that you guys make. We really are, and the songs you make.
Well, Nick, don't be fooled by the botched segment, but we too feel mutual admiration for you and Helen. We very much appreciate your support over the years. We love your program, and we feel like we find a warm, warm home every time we come here.
Okay, I'm so glad. With that bit of saccharine, let's get back to the real stuff. And welcome back, if you would, the Milk Carton Kids.
What are you doing before the interview? Just like push-ups.
challenge. Are they going to be band songs or solo songs?
Two solo songs. There are suggestions for 2 solo songs. Then Grace, and my 2 band songs.
Okay. Hi, this is Nick Forster from eTown. If you want to stay up to date with all the performances, interviews, and behind-the-scenes footage, click the subscribe button. Thanks.